You've got awards.
Welcome to the 2021 American Advertising Awards live stream. If you're joining us on Zoom, that's great. You'll be live and see everything right away. If you're joining us on YouTube, we got about a 15-second delay or so, but you get to watch everything in high quality. It's going to be a great evening. We're excited to be joining with you. My name is Sarah Inman. I'm excited to be hosting here tonight. 2020 has created a lot of opportunities to create some really great stuff, to be artistic in some really great ways. We've all learned new ways to connect with our teams creatively, trying to figure out apps to connect with people. We get to be on Zoom calls, kind of like we're doing now. And, you get to learn if I can just wear like a nice jacket. I can wear shorts underneath. People don't know. So we're getting to join you. And I'm sure you guys are all joining tonight, being very comfortable where you're watching from. We're very excited to be with you here today. I do want to start out by thanking our sponsors, Slade Print, Blackstrap Media, Smarter Labs, Insights for sponsoring and running the live stream tonight. We're very excited to start out. We're actually going to start out now and hear from the president of the American Advertising Federation of Greater Evansville, Jen Green. So let's go see Jen.
And the current president of AAF Greater Evansville. I would like to extend a big thank you to the Board of Directors and the American Advertising Awards Planning Committee for all of their hard work to make this night happen. 2020 was a challenging year in many ways for our club. Shortly after the 2020 awards ceremony, we had to cancel our remaining in-person events due to the pandemic and shift gears. Once the dust settled in early summer, we began hosting virtual seminar series such as Advertising Through Crisis and How to Command a Room When You're Not in It. We continue to look for new ways to engage our membership and hope to see all of your smiling faces soon. Tonight, we celebrate creative excellence in advertising. Presented by the American Advertising Federation of Greater Evansville, the coveted Addy Awards are given to the most deserving talent in the tri-state area. People were invited to local competition for a chance to win and further advance to the district level and possibly the national competition in May. On behalf of the Board of Directors and the 2021 American Advertising Awards Committee, thank you for participating in this year's competition and joining us tonight. Let's have some fun and find out who the winners are.
All right, we're going to jump right into it. We are going to open the night with the Student Addy Awards. This year, the student entries were viewed digitally, voted on, and scored by AAF board members who received submissions from 2 schools this year, USI and Ivy Tech. And the student winners are as follows. We're going to start out with the Student Silver Awards. Coal by Casey Lehman. The Fab Four by Casey Lehman. Power of the Atom by Alex York. Proxima Nova, a geometric typeface by Autumn York. And now the Student Gold Award, Suffrage in the United States by Autumn York. All right, we are moving on to the professional category. This year, the show format is different than in years past. After being judged, all winning entries were split into 4 categories: branding and packaging, print, video, sound, and photo, and interactive. And within those categories, we will award silver and gold Addies. And first up, we have the branding and packaging. So the branding and packaging silver awards. Logo design, architectural renovators by Blackstrat Media, Samantha Marksberry, creative director, Ryan Dunn, lead graphic designer, Nick Morgan, project manager. Logo design, Owensboro Symphony rebranding by Tanner West, Jason Tanner, creative director, Eric Bivens, graphic designer. All right, and branding and packaging gold awards. Brand Elements, Blackstrat Media by Blackstrat Media, Ryan Dunn, lead graphic designer, Kevin Chenault, creative director. Packaging campaign, Myriad Brewing Company packaging by Sprout Design, Rachel Wambach, designer. The next category is print, and we're going to go to the silver awards for print. Specialty advertising apparel, Dunnigan 15th anniversary t-shirt by YMCA of Southwestern Indiana, Lisa Verkamp, marketing director. Sales kit or product information sheets, 2021 archery product guide kit by Escalade Sports. Brandon Groves, designer, Jamie Keister, designer, Todd Toberg, creative team lead, Julie Hope, design lead, Randy Land, photographer, Robert Stacer, photographer, Courtney Martineau, copywriter, Alec Wyman, archery marketing manager. Publication cover design, Bluegrass Unlimited, November 2020 by Tanner West. Jason Tanner, creative director. Publication cover design, Elevate Magazine by Tanner West. Jason Tanner, creative director. Jamie Alexander, photographer. Branded Content and Entertainment for Television, Safe at Home for the Holidays by Tanner West. Jason Tanner, director. David Grinnell, producer. Jared Tanner, audio.
One, Mr. Grinch, you really are here. You're as cuddly as a cactus, you're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel.
Laughing, laughing all together, fa la 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 la, heedless of the wind and weather. Fa la 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 la.
Award for Video, Sound, and Photo Political Broadcast Television by Tom Watson for Mayor by Tanner West, Jason Tanner, Director, David Grinnell, Director of Photography.
People ask why I'm running for mayor again. We've overcome so much and have beaten the odds. We're in a great position. Well, I'm running to keep lifting up members of this community so that they can stand strong. Because this community was there for me when I couldn't stand on my own.
I'm Tom Watson, and I'm running for mayor of Owensboro, and I approve this message.
In Theater, Commercial, or Slide, What's Your Calling by Tanner West, Jason Tanner, Director, David Grinnell, Director of Photography.
You may see me fixing a pothole.
Or putting out a fire. You may have talked to me when you dialed 911.
Okay.
When you
Just say
have
it
an
again.
emergency. I'm here to help my neighbors. This is my city.
This is my calling. What's your calling?
Also winning a silver award, Advertising Industry Self-Promotion for Film, Video, Sound, Emily's Story by Chris Weatherly, LLC. Chris Weatherly, Director, Cinematographer.
Emily was my second daughter, and she was absolutely perfect from the moment that she was born. We nicknamed her our little love chunk in the hospital because she was 10 pounds when she was born. She always was laughing and smiling as long as she was the center of attention. She was always happy. On May 30th, 2019, my life changed forever. Emily took her last breath that day. I arrived at the babysitter's home to pick her up, and she brought her out to me, screaming that she needed my help. And she gave Emily to me, and I could tell that she was not breathing. Of course, in that moment, I thought there was hope. I started giving her CPR. I'd been trained in CPR many times, but I'd never performed it. So I performed CPR on Emily that day on a doormat on a back porch. A few weeks after her funeral, I learned that she died due to an unsafe sleep environment. She'd been placed on her belly in a back bedroom on an adult mattress. She had been placed there and not checked on for an hour or two. The pack and play that I had taken there before she was ever born had another child in it that was older than her. So ultimately, Emily suffocated that day. She suffocated on the pillows and the adult comforter that were laid there with her. And it's just a lot of those things are images that I will never get out of my head or probably never move on from. There's so many things about Emily that I will never know. And as horrible and awful as this is for me, this has never been about me. It's just how much Emily will miss. You know, how much she'll miss a lifetime full of love.
next Silver Award winner, local television commercial 30 Seconds, Together Owensboro by Tanner West, David Grinnell editor, Ashley Gleason writer.
Owensboro is a strong and resilient community. The kindness and compassion of our residents have always rung out during times of adversity. We have no doubt that the same will hold true during this uncertain time. Our bridge is blue. Our hearts are big. Together, Owensboro.
Our next Silver Award is a local television commercial campaign, Trinity Cancer Care TV by Tin Adams, Chris Loffer, VP of Creative, Lisa Nelson, Senior Account Executive, John Gorski, Associate Creative Director, Nyana Hardy, Art Director, Kareem Tripadanea, Director of Marketing, Community Relations, Trinity Health.
Side by side, our collaboration with Mayo Clinic enables our cancer team to consult with world-class experts and deliver you uniquely personalized treatment plans.
Our next Silver Award, local television self-promotion, Peaceful Protest by WFIE, Riley Fugate, marketing producer.
We as students, I think, have a huge voice. What we do today is going to make that impact.
They want this to be peaceful. No violence is what they're asking for.
Just because something happened in Minneapolis, that doesn't mean that's who we are. It doesn't represent us.
We are united against racism and discrimination in Owensboro, Davis County.
We got to love everybody, white, black, blue, or green. We got to do this thing in love.
Silver Award goes to local television commercial 30 Seconds, To Hear the Angels Sing by Tanner West, Jason Tanner, director, David Grinnell, director of photography, George No, key grip. Silver Award for video, audio, photo is audio video sales presentation by Craddock Finishing by Blackstrap Media, Connor Bartek, director, Samantha Marksberry, creative director, Ryan Dunn, lead graphic designer, Bethany Schwarzentrooper, content creator, Nick Morgan, project manager.
No matter how strong your product may be, no matter how advanced or precisely crafted, it needs to be protected. At Craddock Finishing, we offer the services to help your products stand the test of time while also preserving their functionality and beauty. Since 1934, we've been finishing our clients' products with high-performance coatings coupled with unprecedented accuracy. From small batch releases to larger production lots, we work with you and your engineers to come up with cost-effective solutions for your needs without sacrificing performance or quality. From short runs with 5 to 10 pieces to longer runs with thousands, our versatile knowledge passed down through generations gives us an edge on finding solutions for your time-sensitive needs. We're a family-owned and operated business serving our clients so they can better serve their customers. We are Craddock Finishing.
Congratulations to our Silver Award winners. We're going to move on now to Video, Sound, and Photo Gold Awards. First up, Internet Commercial, COVID Response Fund Director's Cut by Chris Weatherly, LLC. Chris Weatherly, director, cinematographer. Jonathan Betcher, writer, producer. With all the unprecedented challenges our community is facing right now, it may feel like there's little you can do to help. But But when we find new ways to come together, we can make a little into a lot. By contributing to the COVID-19 Crisis Response Fund of the Greater Evansville region, you can assist those facing unemployment. You can provide basic essentials to healthcare workers and first responders. You can help local nonprofits serve those in need. By joining with others in Vanderburgh, Warwick, Spencer, Posey, and Gibson counties, you can provide hope for our neighbors. Visit covidresponsefund.com to do what you can. This next video won gold in 2 categories. Cinematography, single To Hear the Angels Sing by Tanner West, Jason Tanner, director, David Grinnell, director of photography, George No, key grip, and music with the lyrics, single To Hear the Angels Sing by Tanner West, Jason Tanner, director, Brad Hill, music arrangement, Ella Tanner, vocals, Ron Harrington, vocals.
To hear the angels sing.
And another gold award, branded content and entertainment campaign, Winds of Attic Behind the Scenes by Gray Loon Marketing Group, Derek Helms, videographer and editor, Britta Turbyfill, account manager, Sigmanta, feature film videography.
Kyle, what are your objectives with this morning?
Mostly scouting, trying to figure out exactly what we're gonna do today. It's supposed to rain all day.
It's tough. It's raining, it's blowing. But first day, see what we got.
Donnie, what are the magical powers behind the Jolly Ranchers?
To convince you that you're not hungry. When you're starving in sheep camp or starving hunting brown bears or starving hunting caribou and you pop one of these things and drink a bunch of water, you're like, I just ate a watermelon.
Here's the thing though, blue raspberry is not even, like there's no such thing. There's no such thing as a blue raspberry. Your title sequence of the film. Get Donnie out on the range, sight in the new Benelli, so should be a good day.
Yep. Lights coming from the east, really low, and these crashing waves. I mean, you could not screw up this setting. It's fantastic for what we're doing.
It's a dilapidated, human-infected infrastructure surrounded by absolute pure wilderness. It's quite a little dichotomy.
Right here.
On to our next category. The last category is interactive. We've seen some incredible work. We're going to continue to see some more. Our interactive silver awards. Integrated branded content campaign, UT Health Recruit Campaign by Tim Adams, Chris Loffer, VP of Creative, Brandon Scott, VP of Digital, Lisa Nelson, Senior Account Executive, Jeff May, Digital Production Manager, Scott Loggle, Art Director, Nyana Hardy, Art Director, Aaron Hicks, Production Assistant, Heather Adkins, UTH SCSA Vice President and Chief Marketing and Communications Officer, Lauren K. Smith, UTH SCSA Manager, Marketing and Communications, Ariel Dijon, Digital Production Coordinator. All right, we've got to show you somebody there on the screen. He was in the Zoom, which is pretty cool. So we're going to continue on our next silver winner for interactive consumer website, Craddock Finishing by Blackstrat Media, Samantha Marksberry, Creative Director, Ryan Dunn, Lead Graphic Designer, Connor Bartek, Director of Photography and Video, Bethany Sportsman Trooper, Content Creator, Nick Morgan, Project Manager. That's pretty fun. Now it's a party. Guys, continue. This is really exciting to be able to see people even on the screen. It's a great way to still be interactive. And we're in the interactive category. So our next silver award, consumer website, Ralston Family Farms website by Gray Loon Marketing Group. Brian Hortzman, Creative Director, Angela Mullerin, Project Manager, Dalton McCleary, Developer, Jordan Rogers, Designer. Silver Award winner in interactive consumer website, Springfield Armory website by Gray Loon Marketing Group. Britta Turbyfield, Account Manager. Sarah Smith Barnum, Project Manager. Jordan Rogers, Designer. Andy Hinkle, Developer. Nick Basham, Developer. Responsive Design, AU Health, Web Design, and Front-End Elements by Tin Adams. Brandon Scott, VP of Digital. Chris Loffer, VP of Creative. Lisa Nelson, Senior Account Executive. Jeff May, Digital Production Manager. Scott Loggle, Art Director. Aubrey D. Hinkson, Associate VP of Marketing. Silver Award for Interactive Responsive Design, Web Design and Front-End Elements by Tin Adams. Brandon Scott, VP of Digital. Chris Loffer, VP of Creative. Lisa Nelson, Senior Account Executive. Scott Loggle, Art Director. Jeff May, Digital Production Manager. Aubrey D. Hinkson, Associate VP for Marketing. Congratulations to our Silver Award winners. Now interactive for Gold Awards. Consumer website, UTH SCSA MD Anderson Cancer Center Web by Tin Adams. Brandon Scott, VP of Digital. Chris Loffer, VP of Creative. Lisa Nelson, Senior Account Executive. Jeff May, Digital Production Manager. Scott Loggle, Art Director. Heather Atkins, UTH SCSA Vice President, Chief Marketing and Communications Officer. Lauren K. Smith, UTH SCSA Manager, Marketing and Communications. Our next gold winner for interactive advertising industry self-promotion online interactive Sprout Design website by Sprout Design. Rachel Wambach, designer. Scott Wambach, web developer. Rachel Matthew, photographer. Kristen Truelove, copywriter. All right, we are now actually going to go over and talk to Lisa.
John has really taught me what customer service is all about. I can remember
Congratulations to all our winners so far tonight. Now it's time for a few final but very special awards, starting with the Silver Medal Award. I'm Lisa Verkamp, the 2020 recipient of the Silver Medal Award. The American Advertising Federation's Silver Medal Award was established in 1959 to recognize individuals for their substantial contributions, not only to our industry, but also to their local community. It's an award that's near and dear to my heart, and I look forward to bestowing a new award and celebrating the best of us each and every year at this very ceremony. Through a nomination process that considers each person's contributions in furthering industry standards, creative excellence, and areas of social concern, more than any other award, this Silver Medal honors those with a creative mind, a servant's heart, and a dedicated spirit. It's my honor to introduce this year's Silver Medal Award recipient.
remember one time we were at a client meeting. It was snowing. It's been snowing all day. And before we left that meeting, he went out and cleaned off all the snow of the cars of the people we were meeting with.
He's really kind of expanded his business into, making the community as a whole better, and kind of pushing other people in his agency and across probably the whole advertising community to contribute as much as they can to making Evansville a better, more positive, more diverse place.
I'll add on to that, just with the E project specifically. And I know it's kind of died down since COVID a little bit, but I had lived away for a while, and if I came home on the weekends, I'd spend my weekends hauling this E around Evansville.
He's someone that shows up. So he'll be there, sleeves rolled up, whether it's driving a 6-foot E, styrofoam E around in his truck, delivering it to various community events, to grilling hamburgers on hot summer days, to passing out candy at various parades. He shows up and he does it with a smile. He is always out there himself and willing to do the work and make an impact on his community.
He leads by example. He doesn't expect more from other people than he's willing to put in, and he's always willing to go the extra mile.
I just continued to see him, whether it was an early morning meeting or a 10 o'clock meeting, that same intensity to always bring something.
Young, talented folks, and trying to do everything he can to keep positive culture in the company and to retain the great talent that you guys have. And
That's why he won't retire. Yeah, I mean, he really, it fills his tank he really loves his work and he loves the people that he's working with.
I just remember even my first time meeting him about being involved in the East for Everyone initiative. And I was so intimidated, nervous, knowing I was going to be meeting with this president of Grey Loon. And I was so pleasantly surprised that it was just the kindest smile, so welcoming, so approachable, and just hospitable and generous in spirit. I mean, and that's what you get all the time.
John, we've worked together for almost 22 years now. I consider you not only a mentor, but a friend. Congratulations on this award. You certainly deserve it.
John, congratulations. I respect and appreciate your willingness to help me and share experiences. You're a good man. You deserve this award, and congratulations.
We love you and we're really proud of you. We're happy to call you Dad. Yeah. And we do want to. We wanted to make a toast. Good quality bourbon.
So, John, I have to be honest and say when I first heard about this silver award, I just assumed you got it because you met the age requirement. But when I actually learned about it and read about it, and it speaks on the contributions to your company, the community, to the advertising world, I can truly say there is no one more deserving. And congratulations. I think we talk a lot about servant leadership in our community and what that looks like. And I can simply and truly say it looks like John Ruthenberg.
Thank you to the American Advertising Federation of Greater Evansville for selecting me as the recipient of this year's Silver Medal Award. While I struggle to accept this award, I am very humbled to do so on behalf of all those individuals that have made such a contribution in advertising and have contributed greatly to the success of our community. The beauty of our business is that it is service-oriented. It is about creating connections and building long-term relationships that provide valuable services that create an impact for our partners. That impact is generated through the extraordinary talents and commitment of so many within the advertising industry. For the 27 years that Grey Loon has been in business, we have built those relationships and that impact through attracting extraordinary people, people far smarter than myself, people who push the envelope of service, people who drive knowledge and innovation, so that we continue to grow together as individuals. And through this, we are able to give back to the larger community that provides us with so much vitality. It has been my honor and privilege over these years to meet so many people whose talents are committed not just to great advertising and driving innovation, but are so passionately committed to making an impact and creating change. There has been no greater demonstration of that commitment than individuals engaging so generously under the beacon of E is for Everyone to make our spot in the world a more special place. Whether it's through the common good of embracing diversity within our region, providing assistance to those struggling to make ends meet, or simply meeting with people to help create solutions to everyday concerns that ultimately make a lifetime of difference to those individuals. So how does this all relate to the Silver Medal Award? It relates because outside of our commitment to creating great advertising and striving for our next project to be that much better than our last, we all make our greatest impact through our connections and extended commitment to making our home a greater place. That is why I humbly accept this award this evening to celebrate and honor all of our members' commitment, not only to doing great work, but to serving and making a difference. Cheers to each and every one of you, and thank you so very much.
To our Judges' Choice Awards. Our first judge, Jeremy Bustos. Branded Content and Entertainment
Hi, everyone.
Campaign.
My name is Jeremy Bustos. I'm the creative director for We Create Media in Valparaiso, Indiana. I just want to thank everyone for the opportunity to be a judge for the American Advertising Federation for Greater Evansville. There were so many impressive entries. I think there was one that really stood out far above everything else to me. It was in the film category. The planning alone that went into telling the story they were trying to tell, not just that, but then the people that implemented that plan, the production, the creative direction, and everything was done at the highest level possible. And yeah, it just ended up with a very impressive final piece. And so to me, my choice was simple. It was the Winds of Attic.
Kyle, what are your objectives with this morning?
Mostly scouting, trying to figure out exactly what we're gonna do today. It's supposed to rain all day.
It's tough. It's raining. It's blowing.
Winds of Attic, behind the scenes by Gray Loon Marketing Group. Derek Helms, videographer and editor. Britta Turbyfill, account manager. Segmenta, feature film videography. All right, our next judge, Amy Stevens.
Hi, I'm Amy Stevens. I'm an associate creative director at Allstate in the user experience and design group. And my pick for Judge's Choice is the spot Peaceful Protest. I thought it was a breath of fresh air. It was really nice to see how the local community was coming together and just this push for peaceful protesting as opposed to some of the other violence we saw across the country in 2020. I wish more work like this had been done and pushed out into our local media, just as a way to bring attention to the good that can come from bringing your community together. So I thought you guys did a really good job editing and putting this spot together. And it left me with a really positive feeling for your local community and just for the types of people that I could expect to meet in a place like Evansville. And I do wish in a year like 2020 that we'd had more work like this. Overall, it just left me with a really good feeling, and you guys did a really great job. Thank you.
Again, that was a local television self-promotion, Peaceful Protest by WFIE, Riley Fugate, marketing producer. Our next judge is John Kreisberg.
Hey everybody, this is John Kreisberg. I'm the general manager for Propaganda 3, a digital development firm in Kansas City, Missouri. Thank you so much for inviting me to be a judge for this year's virtual Addy Award competition, or American Advertising Awards. Sorry, we call it the Addy still in Kansas City. Really enjoyed looking through all the work this year. I know it's been a difficult work for so many people, and it's great to see creative shining through. My judge's citation for this year's competition will go to the Springfield Armory website. I have a great appreciation for what it takes to make WordPress look good. And I was really appreciative of the work that went into this site from a construction standpoint, from a UX standpoint, responsive design, and then handling the creative material, large photography and lots of copy and lots of technical writing. You guys pulled off. It's well organized, well presented, very usable, and congratulations, excellent work.
Springfield Armory website by Gray Loon Marketing Group. Britta Turbyfill, account manager. Sarah Smith Barnum, project manager. Jordan Rogers, designer. Andy Hinkle, developer. Nick Basham, developer. All right, we are here at our best of show.
So we looked at a lot of work. I mean, it's a good amount of work here, and it's always tough to kind of pick a favorite, even when we have, well, we gave our judges citations. But to come to an agreement as to what is best to show is always kind of a difficult thing. What are some of the things that you look for, maybe before we talk about, which ones we think were best to show? What are some of the just a couple things that you look for when you're looking at and trying to judge a creative effort?
To me, I mean, I'm always looking at, I mean, at first you look at the industry as a whole, and is it something I could just plop in there with everything else, all the best artwork out there that's being done in every form of media, and could it hold its own against the best? So that's usually what I start with. And then they're from there, when you're at that level, you can really pick away and look for mistakes. And take film, for example, you can have beautiful cinematography, but the storyline, the planning behind that could be bad. So once you start to chip away at all those different elements that make something great, and again, I'm just referencing film, it's easy to not to do something wrong. And so that's why I chose the Winds of Attic. I mean, I was looking for mistakes or something not done well. Even the behind the scenes, the time they spent into getting that and color grading it, and the audio. I don't know how they got that audio out in the open like that with all the wind hustling and everything. Every part of that was impressive. And the planning, the lighting, they were in a lot of dark areas. Everything about that series it was like the hardest scenario you could put someone up against, and they thrived somehow. And
right, they were in the elements, they were out in nature, they're battling all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
There was a story that needed to be told. Shooting documentary style like that is not easy to do. Not only do you have to have somebody who knows what they're doing from a shooting standpoint, but they almost have to be, directing on the spot.
Yeah.
It's when you go to those types of behind the scenes things, they always make it look so easy, but you also have to remember you're not dealing with, screen talent. You're dealing with crew. Yeah. You're dealing with the reality of situations. You're not dealing with the studio. So those things were really fascinating to me. To build off of two more things to add, because I completely agree with you, Jeremy. One of the things that I appreciate is I look at someone when I judge work like this, there's a part of me that kind of, it's like, you see stuff that you go, I wish I did that. I wish I was on that crew. I wish I could have been, because that looks like, not only is it great work, but boy, man, that looks like it was a heck of an effort. And I bet that, when something comes together that well, it's a sign of a really good team. You're absolutely right. It's a sign of a team that's in tune and just has a really good, common vision. And I want to build off another thing that you said, which is, I don't look at this necessarily as what is best to show for the market, for Evansville, for that scene. Because I like to think of this particular competition, we have to remember that this goes through a district level judging and then eventually can go on to a national judging. So I'm trying to think, when I think of best to show, is this something that would stand up, regardless of the market, next to larger shops, bigger markets, maybe even larger brands with bigger budgets? And I think this is the thing that really hit me on this one was I didn't see, while I wasn't familiar with the brand, I didn't see any limitations in the final product, excuse me, on what was produced and presented.
Yeah.
So all those things, one, I'm jealous as heck. Two, I want to be on that team, Yeah. So I agree with you. I think Winds of Attic was, to me, a clear best to show winner.
And John, just to compliment one quick thing to what you said, was the creativity that was probably happening on the fly when you work with talent that's not experienced. But there was someone there they were going places. And they're like, oh, the lights changed, we're going over there, or like someone was having to pick apart what someone was saying, having them redo that thing to get the story across in a short amount of time. And there was a lot of talent on that crew, and I agree with you. I would have loved to hang out with those guys.
I look forward to seeing their work on the Discovery Channel sometime,
Yeah, guys and girls.
Yeah, total crew for sure.
Congratulations to our best of show. Branding, Content, and Entertainment Campaign, Winds of Attic, Behind the Scenes by Greyloon Marketing Group. Derek Helms, videographer and editor. Britta Turbyfill, account manager, Stigmata Feature Film Videography. It has been super fun hanging out with you here at the Evansville Museum. Thank you so much to everyone who made all of this happen, to the small team who's here making this live stream happen. I think we're trying to get a dance party going on Zoom. If you're on there, we would love to join with you in that. And again, thank you to everyone, and congratulations to all the winners in the midst of an unprecedented time. Creativity is still happening. We can't wait to see what you guys create next. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.